The time-honored tradition of road tripping to a distant national park is still a vacation favorite for many families, and an ongoing National Park Service initiative in partnership with the Department of Energy Clean Cities program will allow battery electric vehicles to reach these destinations as easily as the family truckster, converting park vehicle fleets to use cleaner fuels and using shuttle buses to move visitors through Grand Canyon National Park and many other popular destinations has effectively reduced the amount and impact of vehicle traffic in those parks. Adding electric vehicle charging stations inside the parks is a long overdue element in the master plan to protect the environment in our parks wherever they are. 27 parks have EV chargers installed already, and many more are in the works. In addition to opening up new travel opportunities, electric vehicle owners will no doubt appreciate the extra perk of getting a prime parking space, steps away from the towering redwood forest or that favorite bench along the river.
I think it's a good idea because when people come to the park, then they can plug in for a while and just enjoy the park.
So as far as having something that, connects the national parks to the electric vehicle community, I think it's a great idea up and down the river. I've used many of the different parking stations, not only from a standpoint of, ecotourism where I'm going and visiting the different parks, but also to know that they're there for when I might need to charge for other reasons.
Most parks will have one or two stations to start, but the Mississippi National River and Recreation Area in Minnesota has already been charged up by this initiative. While 72 miles of the river itself falls under National Park Service protection, the land around it is a patchwork of state and municipal properties stretching along the mighty Mississippi in the area around Minneapolis and St. Paul.
In that next 100 years, we need to clean things up a bit. We need cleaner skies and cleaner air. And by bringing the electric vehicles here in a major metropolitan area, we can get that message out to where most people live. Over 80% of Americans live in urban areas. This is where the National Park Service has to get to people.
These public and private entities have partnered to install 11 EV charging sites along 54 miles of riverfront and opening up this urban gem to Minnesota's burgeoning plug-in vehicle population.
So using chargers wherever you go, chargers in national parks, chargers at the grocery store, very convenient. It's nice to be able to just plug in anywhere you need to because you don't need to necessarily gorge on power overnight and have the whole thing. You can do these little charges here and there, and continue your day on.
Part of the fun of exploring our national parks is discovering the fascinating history of our country, and a visit to the Thomas Edison National Historical Park in New Jersey held particular interest to us for this story. Housed in the garage at Edison's Glenmont estate is the granddaddy of all EV chargers, designed by Edison himself to power up his personal fleet of electric vehicles, including this early 1900s locomobile, which Edison converted from steam to battery power. This car was reportedly a favorite of Mrs. Edison, as it was easier to start and operate than the gas-powered cars of the day. Think of what might have been. If not for the invention of the self-cranking starter motor, we might all be driving electric cars today. One more reason to get out there and visit one of our great national parks this year, and wish it a happy 100th birthday while you're there.